Hello and welcome to Humanity Junction, where the big city intersects with humans. The main focus of today's video is going to be lighting. I will be using the Woodland Scenics Just Plug lighting system with the NCE Illuminator decoders. But first I want to show you some progress that I made while the cameras were off. Utilizing the same techniques from my retaining wall video, I added details to the station sidewalk and platform surfaces. Here's an example of the platform floor and sides and of the stone sidewalk surface. Then I fit two cool white LEDs under the platform roof and ran a channel under the platform and ran the wires through the opening for the station house. For this first lighting install, I did not cut off the Just Plug connectors to run them through the platform base. I just ran the wires up and behind the platform. I will later hide these wires with benches, trash cans, and people. To power up the lighting, I made a test cable with Anderson power pole connectors on one end and the NCE Illuminator on the other. The NCE Illuminator was designed so that you could plug the Woodland Scenics lighting directly into the decoder without any modifications. I still need to adjust the CVs of the decoder to get the desired lighting effects for the scene. But here is what the station platforms look like with the lighting on. In preparation for this video, I have already covered the platform surface, painted the roof structure, and drilled all of the holes that I will need. Let's move on to installing the next set of platform lights. I haven't glued the roof to the platform yet, so I'm able to remove this to make the installation of the lighting easier. These uprights are very delicate, so I need to be very careful not to break them. I've decided to install the lights in every other roof section, and I will run the cables down the inside uprights. The Just Plug It lights come provided with 3M adhesive to attach the LED lights. For the next step, I'm going to use some CA glue to attach the wires to the uprights. I'm going to remove some of the paint that I put on just to make sure that the wires stick really well. There is a little groove already in the upright that I'm going to use to align the cables. I was having a lot of problems gluing everything together, so I turned the camera off. I ended up switching over to using Mod Podge and just clamping it together, adding a bunch of glue, and then letting it dry. Still having a lot of problems figuring out exactly which glue to use. So I did one last test, and now I am going to cut off the connectors so that I can slide them through the holes in the platforms, and then I'll need to resolder them back together. I'm going to cut the connectors, leaving me enough room so that I have plenty of options to make mistakes as I solder it back together. So I've already drilled some small holes right next to the mounting holes, and I'm going to pass the cables through these small holes. I've already pre-drilled this hole in the deck, so I'm going to run all of the cables so that they end up aligning with the hole. Just using clear tape basically to temporarily hold them in place until I get the platform in place. So I made the hole big enough so that the connectors will all fit through it. This way I can do all of my soldering before I put the platform back onto the module. I don't know what gauge wires these are, but they're smaller than 26, which is the smallest I have on my wire strippers. On some of these I ended up with only one piece of copper, so I'm restripping them to make sure that I have several strands. I'm wiring up a second illuminator so that I'll be able to test the fourth LED light. There are only 3 outputs on each illuminator. It's 100 milliamps per illuminator. Each of the lights is 25 milliamps, so that would be 75 milliamps total. So I'm going to use the 2 illuminators for the 4 lights. So for now I have both illuminators set up on channel 101, so I've got all the lights going on and off together. It's very easy to reprogram the channel on an illuminator. You just press the button and you'll see the LED start flashing. And then just like any other accessory decoder, when you press the channel that you'd like to set the decoder at, the LED light stops blinking and then your channel is now set. So what's left is to wire this up onto the module and see what it looks like. Thank you for watching, and please leave any comments or questions below. Please subscribe so that you can follow along with my project. And have a great day.